Hi, it's Victoria here from BAM Power Life, and I'm so excited you're here in this 3-part training series I have created just for you. And in this series, I'm going to be teaching you about the roadmap that took me from being meek and mild and hating my body and constantly dieting, thinking that if I could just find the right diet, I'd finally become thin and all of my worries and problems would disappear, to becoming the queen that is before you today. And now I love my body. I think that I'm smoking hot and I have a wonderful relationship with food. I see it as something that nourishes me, something that I can enjoy, and there's no stress there. And I never ever consider going on another diet. This transformation changed everything for me, not only my relationship with my body and food, but it changed my whole life. Because I wasn't spending so much time thinking about how I wasn't good enough and how to make my body smaller, I could then focus on things that was actually important. So I used to blame my body for all of the shitty things that was happening in my life. Shitty boyfriend, it's because I'm fat. Crappy job, it's because I'm fat. Can't get a pay rise, it's because I'm fat. My friends don't really like me, it's because I'm fat. But now I see my body as this asset. And get this, if someone could wave a magic wand and make me thin, I'd say, no thank you, I want to be fat. I used to think about food constantly. It was the first thing I thought of when I woke up. I was like, yes, another day. I'm allowed to eat breakfast now. I felt so out of control and actually believed that I was addicted to food because it was just frenzied and frantic, and I just needed food and I couldn't have it and I just wanted it all the time. And I thought that if I could just find that one diet, the magic one, you know, the new one, the easy one, the one where I would just eat nothing, or the one that I'd eat this one specific food, I'd finally be fixed and I wouldn't be addicted to food or feel out of control anymore. But as we know, diets don't work, and that didn't work for me. I was no exception. And so now I know diets are fucked. I truly know that, and I know it's not my fault that I never succeeded at dieting. And so I don't diet, and I eat intuitively and accept what my body tells me in regards to how hungry it is, how full it is, what it wants to eat, and I honor that, and it's so wonderful. And so because I'm not in that before stage anymore, you know, I've changed the way that I view myself and my relationship with food, I have freed up so much brain space. Think about that. Think how much mental energy it takes to hate yourself and think about food and think about dieting. A lot. Now, because I have more brain space and I'm not thinking about how to make my body smaller, I can do things like write a best-selling book, or take my clothes off on stage in front of 2,600 people at my TEDx talk and love it and not care a single damn what anyone thought of my fat body. Before, I could have never even fathomed doing this. It was not even on my radar to live authentically and not be ashamed. And it's not that I'm special and I have special means or anything. Like, I came from a very poor family. We actually lived in poverty. At the age of 17, I was homeless. I was in a series of abusive relationships. I suffered from PTSD and depression. And so I had the odds stacked against me to be able to come out on the other side. And I did it, and I want to let you know that you can do it too, no matter what your situation is. So do you have the beliefs that I used to have? Are you wasting brain space on negative self-talk, on berating your body, on thinking I should be thinner, I should go on another diet, what magical things could happen if I just lost weight? So have a think. How has being fixated on the fact that you're not good enough, because you are, how has being fixated on that stopped you from doing things that you actually want to do? Dieting takes up so much mental energy, it's exhausting. So What are you not doing because your brain and your body is exhausted from dieting? For me, I couldn't change the things that I wanted to change because I didn't have enough brain space left. For example, my shitty boyfriends, being homeless, living in my hometown that I hated. There was no way that I could have changed that unless I changed my priorities and what was consuming my mental space. Now you may be thinking, but Victoria, being fat is the reason why I have a job that I hate. It is the reason why I date loser guys. It is the reason why I can't ask for a pay rise and won't get a pay rise. And I'd say to you, yes, fat phobia is well and alive. Fat phobia is actually the 4th most prevalent discrimination out there. Fat people are treated badly and it sucks. We're discriminated against. We don't get the jobs that we want. We have to deal with people who think that being fat is disgusting. But here's something else I want to tell you. Are you going to believe those false messages? Are you going to internalize them? Or are you gonna say, that fucking sucks, but I am a goddamn queen? You can take control of your own self-beliefs, turn them into something that serves you, that helps you grow and makes you feel wonderful. So have a think of one thing that you aren't doing right now because you think that you can't, because people will judge you or look at you, or it's a little bit more difficult because you're fat, but you really want to do it. And see if you can commit to exploring that and see if maybe you can change your thought patterns there in regards to why you can't do it, and maybe try doing it. In the next video, we're going to deep dive into changing your neural pathways, and so changing your thought patterns and reframing the idea that being fat is something bad. Some really juicy stuff, so look out for that. So if you liked this video and think the world should know about this stuff, then please share, like this video, and leave a comment below and tell me how you've lived small because you didn't think that you were worthy enough. So tell me how you've lived small because you didn't think that you were worthy enough. Comment below. I'd love to hear what you've got to say. And remember, in the next video, we're talking about neural pathways, and it's so, I geek out about this stuff. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing you there. So hang on out and you'll get video 2 real soon. Bye, Queen.